Hello, Helena. Good to see you. I feel like I'm in your in your house. You can feel at home in my house. Okay, so this is really exciting because actually, as you can see, the speaker is bringing us into her home in Poland, and you're also in my home. So I think that it's really exciting to feel that we are traveling. In fact, we are in Poland right now. We're there with Helena. So a little bit about our presenters. You can see them here, and you can see Helena right here. And the presenters, as I've said before, are from lots of different countries. And Helena's from Poland, and they play different roles, professional roles. They're not just teachers, they're also much more besides being husbands, wives, children, brothers, sisters, and so on. All right, so we're going to get started. I don't want to keep Helena. Helena and I met many years ago. I stopped counting because internet years are almost like dog years. I think for every internet years, it's like it's so intensive and the connections are so close, Helena. It seems that we actually have known one another forever. I don't know, ever since we were little kids. So it's really exciting to be able to watch Helena in action. I don't know what you're going to start with, so I'm not sure you can start your PowerPoint. That's the right one. Okay, so I hit the jackpot. And anyways, Helena is a lifelong learner. I think that would describe you best. She's very curious. She wants to know. She's very patient. And she's super sensitive, just like all of us. We're all sensitive. Some of us deny it. Some of us don't. And I think that's a good way to start the session. So feel free to use the chat box, everybody. Please use 14 and up. Maybe 20 is too big, but try to use 14 at least in the chat box so we can all see it. Use different colors. It makes it a lot easier for us, for everybody. All right, so Helena, I'll be in the background. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and thank you, Helena, for presenting.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. First of all, can you hear me? Yes, this is perfect. I can see my dear online friends here, and I'm so extremely happy, and I feel very privileged to be here and to meet you again, because for me the online education is wonderful occasion to meet great people, and I have met many wonderful friends. And I'm very thankful to Nelly, who is my mentor, who has always been very helpful, and thanks to her I'm here, because she was teaching me all the time. And I can see that Cheryl is here. Cheryl is here. And Cheryl is coming to Poland. Cheryl is coming to present at my University of Technology. I wanted Nelly to come, but she couldn't make it. And Cheryl is coming. I will be having her around in the early September. Her presentation is going to be on the 15th of September in Poland at my university. I'm so very excited, and I'm just hoping for all of you to come to see Poland, to see my home, to see my place, to see my environment, to see my university. Okay, so thank you so much for coming here, and thank you so much for your friendship, because this is very important for me. So I'm going to talk about education online, Nothing special, right? In this kind of environment, it's just obvious that I'm going to talk about it. But, as some of you know, I am a question person. I question all the time, and last year my presentation was a big question mark about online or not online, because I just am all the time asking around about online learning, online education. And then this year I would like to tell you very many things, and this is why my presentation is divided into like 3 parts. The very basic part is, of course, updating the information about online education and online techniques and methods. What I'm interested in is to improve my teaching and also to meet friends more and more and more, because this is wonderful. Here you can see my dear Nelly. She is the queen here, my lovely, the best education platform, which is, of course, with a Q right here. We could also meet on Google Hangouts. Just recently they introduced this tool, the feature, and it is nice, but there are only 6 people, I believe, possible to meet. But this is also live, because I love live meetings. Very obvious Skype connections are easy, for free, and I use it very, very often. So connecting is for me the most important, and collaborating and cooperating. So this is about us, about, I'm sorry, I love using the quotes, and Einstein is always life for me, and this is my quote: learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is to not stop questioning. And I am following him. I question all the time, because I always have some doubts. I never would say I know everything, because I don't. So I'm searching and searching and searching. And this, what is education? This is the basic question. I ask the basic questions all the time. And of course I took the information from, again, the very basic sources, the dictionaries. So nothing is. And this is the previous question: online or not online? And everybody here, I don't have to tell you what online is, because everybody in this place, in the house, knows a lot about online education. But still, for me, I'm very happy that Anna Grabowska just came, because she's from Poland. She's a professor, and she's an information technology specialist. I'm only a language teacher. So what I have learned about technology is just because of WizIQ. And it's thanks to Nelly and thanks to George. He's not here. I wanted him to come. But this will be my next presentation, my online journey. So, see, I'm asking. We have this education online, And of course, the basic information would be that this is the knowledge undertaken on a computer by means of the internet. Then there are questions. Is education online just a technical structure or a human system? Do we use more synchronous learning or asynchronous learning? Are you for synchronous or asynchronous? I myself am 100% for synchronous learning because I need a human touch. I need a human touch. And now I'm going to jump because, just a second, I'm going to jump. Everybody knows it. I took the pictures from very well-known sources, so nobody is surprised here because I just learn all the time. I read a lot, I learn a lot, and I'm scared a lot, of course. But from my view, from my perspective, we could talk about different types of online education. And I put here, of course, distant learning, of course, homeschooling, flipped and blended learning, which are my favorite. And K-12, secondary and college and university, e-learning and M-learning. Not only M-learning, because all kinds of new devices, iPads, etc., etc., etc. But M-learning, I think that I'm talking about all kinds of new devices and possibilities. So, we have those types of online learning. In my opinion, very private opinion, we don't have online education in Poland. We just have e-learning and very popular Moodle. The universities and some schools, they use Moodle. And they use e-learning, meaning they test people. This is for testing more of the time. So to me, it is not online education. And I was asking all people I know, and I did have a little and short conversation with Anna, with Cheryl, of course, with Nelly, and yes, online is much more than e-learning. And I will jump now, I'm sorry, to the results of my very little research. Because all the time when I was participating in our conferences online with EQ, courses, etc., etc., and I kept questioning this online, because even recently the Ministry of European Union Education person was presenting how wonderful online education is in Europe. And I'm sorry, I don't think so, because this is just the beginning. We do not have online so improved like in the States, in Canada. It's just the beginning, and they are presenting how big online education is in Europe. And now I will show you, because one day Nelly asked me about some improvements. So what I did, I just asked my students 3 questions. I had 360 students from Wrocław University of Technology, as well as 60 students from Erasmus exchange European Union program. And the questions were very basic. You will see them in the main presentation, but I had to do it the way I am doing it now. So there were 3 questions, very basic questions. What is education online? Do you have any personal experience with education online? Are you for or against education online? And Nelly keeps asking the same question: education or learning? So now we need to go back to the basic and define education and define the learning. But this is just the academic, theoretical discussion. And maybe we could do it another time, because this is a philosophical almost question. How would we define education? I gave you the basic definitions here, and the learning, of course, we could look for definitions, but we do know what I mean. Formal or informal education, we will go there. I think it's a big topic. Okay, so this is one of the question. Are you for or against education online? So you can see 80% for, 15% against, and don't know 5%. But this is the final answer. Take a look at question number 2. Do you have any personal experience with education online? Don't forget who I was asking. So 90% of my students, both European Union students and Polish students, would say they don't have any personal experience with education online. And if they do have some, it's only 10%, and it's about e-learning, tests, and courses. And again, the first question was, what is education online? 70% didn't know, and 30% knew. So these are my results, and I don't know, is this like, I thought maybe in Poland we are so behind everything, but I have always thought that Polish education is alright, that Polish education is in a nice level. And let's go to the not etiquette, because I will be talking about back to this presentation. And and I have always thought that Polish education is on a very nice level. When I was visiting foreign countries, there was a time I used to live in the States, and I was very proud of my education. I'm not a professor. I've got my master, and I did my master so long ago. It was 1975, and I was very enthusiastic about learning. And education, getting education, was for me just obvious, because everybody should be educated, and it was for me just obvious that I have to be educated. And there are more information about online, and I'm sorry because you know all of it. But in the context of my students, of their orientation, yes, I was born a long time ago. And so we are talking about a virtual learning environment. Yes, and I am for it. I am not against online, but I am for using technologies with a little of human touch, and this is very important for me. What the human touch is possible when you do blended learning, when you do flipped learning. And look what I found. It was like 3 days ago. So what is going to be with education tomorrow? And all the information you could Google. Yes, I am online learner. Absolutely, Tom. Yeah. And I'm a lifelong learner. And I am fascinated by these possibilities that we didn't have when I was younger. But look at here. They are telling us that the students are excited. But when I ask my students, and I even recorded a video from my last lecture with my European Union students, and I was asking them about online, and they were telling me, no, we want face-to-face. We want to see you. We want to have a contact with you. But here, when you Google the subject, you would see all those information. MOOCs. What I think about MOOCs? Thanks to Nelly and thanks to Ramesh, I did participate in very many MOOCs. And what I'm missing during the MOOC is the human touch, the little bit of humanity there. Because this is, during the MOOCs, we can't, there is a chat to communicate. But it's just the very, very serious presentation. And the chat and questions and answers in the chat are not enough for me. But look at this graph. How is it going to improve? It's going to double by 2015. That's what they predict. And I got this from 3 days ago. They were on Twitter on July the 31st, talking about, look, the best ways to study and engage with online courses. It's updated. And maybe somebody from this audience was there. I didn't make it. I didn't have time. I was preparing my presentation, but this is what people do, and it is so wonderful. I can see, I don't use Facebook for chatting, for discussing forums, but I know that you do. And this is like, bombarding with online information. I'm not reading this because it doesn't make sense. But online education and instructions and virtual learning, cyber learning, e-learning, and I love virtual learning, but I'm for place for synchronous learning. Because we can meet in real time, like in here, and we can see each other. If I would like to give Nelly, can we please, could you do me a favor and give the controls, the web, the camera, and the audio to some of our attendees? Let's make the meeting live. Let's just connect. Let's just connect. Nelly, could you please give them the rights and the video and the the camera and the audio, just 2 volunteers, of course. But Nelly is gone. Nelly, are you there? Oh my gosh, can be risky. Maybe somebody would say, but let's just make it virtual, but with a human touch. We are here. We are here. We are here to discuss. We are here to ask questions. We are here to... Okay, so may I please ask... Okay, ask Dr. Let me see. Dr. Cheryl, may I please give you the camera and the mic? Please tell me. Are you ready? Dr. Cheryl, I am giving you the mic first. Let's see if you respond. Dr. Cheryl, we are waiting. Dr. Cheryl, the connection. Okay, only mic. Yes, I am asking. I'm giving you the mic, Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl Kulikowski, please. You got the mic. Hello, Cheryl. Ah, you got the video too. I'm sorry. You didn't want it?
Sorry, it's Maya.
Ah, okay. All right. This is nice. It was Nelly probably. Now we are playing. Okay, cool. Nice. So just say hello to us. And Cheryl, only audio. Okay. All right. Who is here? Nancy, please. Nancy, you disappeared. I would love to have Nancy. Nancy, where are you? Okay.
I've given everybody. I'm going to help you out here. I've given everybody. Everybody can see.
Perfect.
As long as they have headsets, we're going to have a lot of noise.
Nice. Yeah. And please. We would like to. Yeah, sound is bad. And Nancy. Spanish. Who is speaking Spanish? Nancy. Oh yeah, Nancy.
Okay, everybody's gone. Alina, are you still there?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Did you lose Helena?
Yes.
Helena.
I'm here. I'm here. Okay, I will check what's happening. Yes, I am.
Okay.
And now you can see, all right? And Nancy, where is Nancy? So see technology. Ah. Okay, let's go. Nancy, will you accept the camera and mic? So let's just have some. Oh, yeah. Thank you for coming. Nancy, my dear Nancy. She's going to talk about psychology. I'm going just about some basic stuff. And you can talk, and I will go through my funny slides, because everything is obvious here. And what do you think, Nancy, about this online?
Hello, Ramesh.
Hi, Nancy.
Hello, Ramesh. Alina.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for coming. That's what the communication is. Yeah, connecting. And we have benefits and drawbacks. And Ramesh, please just tell us something about your recent research. And I know this. How come you are so successful with these resources for free? I was trying to put my resources for free, and I was not successful. So how do we do it? Ramesh?
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. In fact, incidentally, one of my papers is here, the rough draft. I think if you can see it, it's going to be published in a book by Rootley Publishers. It's about our experiments about e-learning in India. And, there are various developments going on, and the government, they are laying more stress on promoting e-learning, keeping in view a few of the schemes in which after the education for all EFA, particularly at primary level, the EFA has been very successful, and now all those students, they are upgraded to next level of secondary education and then higher education. And since distance education mode has been a great success in India, thank you, Tom. So e-learning is has been found to as a unavoidable mechanism where the necessary kind of access and instructions, they can be delivered to the students.
Yeah.
So interesting things are happening here, and particularly, as I told in my presentation, the government supporting open educational resources and those things. So it's a good motivator factor here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And I know that for some countries, the e-learning and distance learning, can you hear me well? Or there's an echo? Am I giving you an echo? Okay. But you can
No,
hear
it's okay.
Right? Okay. So I have very many students from India. They come to Poland to get Polish education. They study in English or in Polish, so I teach them Polish, and I love them. And I'm always boasting about my friend Ramesh, that I've got a very good online friend. So, and India is the place where distance education is so very important. And I know that, and I look up to you because I admire your work, and I follow your work. So, Ramesh, thank you so much. And now, thank you very much. And Anna, could you please say something? Because you are my Polish online friend. Anna, go ahead. I can't hear you.
Anna, we can hear you speaking, which means that we can also hear you talk if you wish to speak.
Yeah. Anna, are you going to talk to us?
And Maya is also there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get another person in. We have.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Who is talking now?
Yeah. We can get somebody else here.
Yeah. Anna is speaking, but we do not hear you. We can't hear you. How about your headphones? Have you got your headphones, Anna? I can't hear you. Okay. And how about, where is Cheryl?
Cheryl doesn't have a webcam.
I see.
She says that she's on wireless.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So now.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. Just tell us something.
It's echoing. No, she doesn't. I don't know what system it's going on.
Okay.
I think. Okay. A webcam. I want to that's possible.
Okay. Let's write the countries. I'm from Poland. Next. Do you want the countries? Okay, I wanted to ask you to write the countries you're from. Okay, so Nelly, I did try. Croatia, perfect. Okay, USA, yes. Okay, Greece. Yeah. But India.
Oh, we've got 6 people. I did it. There. We've got 6 webcams, Helena. Congratulations.
Bravo! This is what I love about virtual classes on WizardQ. This is a real connection. Look, social networking is also one of wonderful way of connecting, and everybody knows all those social networking, which I think presently Google Plus is improving a lot. And personally, I also think that LinkedIn has been improving its features and possibilities. I said I use Facebook just for professional information. So networking is very important for everybody, for connection, for education, for learning, for exchanging our ideas, right? And these are just slides. I worked on this, and this is what I was already telling you. So these are those questions, see, that I asked, but while I was uploading, this came out like that. This is why I put an extra presentation here, because I didn't want, this is a mess here. Okay, next. Why education online? What is the age of my students? They are university students. So, starting from 18 up. Sometimes I have like European Union students who come to write the PhD, so they are a little bit older, like close to 40. But we can meet anytime, and there are different times in our places. And why do we need online? We know. We don't have to I don't have to tell you, but we know that we are in the 21st century, and this is the need to use new technologies in our teaching, in our learning, because if we don't, we are behind. But Cheryl, you've got to tell it to my colleagues in Poland. You have a challenge. You have the very important role here to make them understand why online teaching, online learning is so wonderful. Cheryl, I count on you. I was not very successful. So, yes, without new technologies nowadays, Google Hangouts are easy, very easy to use, And, who can learn online? Everybody. I was putting this lifelong learning from the baby till the adult person, right? And different kinds of learning, but also online. Let's go further, because I'm really blended learning is my favorite learning. And and I love this virtual learning environment. It scares me a lot, but I love it, and I use it. I use blended learning methods, and of course I could show you my YouTube recording, but this is just too much for one presentation. And all the advantages and disadvantages are obvious for everybody here. I'm a visual learner, so I love the graphs and diagrams, so I put a lot of these things, but I will be going fast, because we are also supposed to, but see how hard I worked for you for today's presentation. And this is a flipped learning, which is now very popular and very effective, because the most important here is, I believe, that the students change from the passive learner to active learners. And I like it. Because I could just sit there and listen to them, and this is what I do. So I do less talking and more listening. And I will show you the slides here and the pictures, the real pictures. See, I took it from Jackie, my online friend. And I love the graph. And Nancy, future learning. And there's a bird asking, oh, really? Is it really the truth? Let's see. We will find out. I'm sorry about the phone. In my presentation here, it was okay. I'm not for the learning, because I can't see very well. And even smartphones, etc. There are two. It's just confusing to me because of my age. I can't see very well. But for students, it's wonderful. I agree with the new technologies during my classes, and all of my students, they can use all kinds of technical devices during the classes. I'm speeding up because I'm so sorry, because I need you to see something. So advantages, we all know about them. And the disadvantages, oh, somebody is making some noises, but that's okay. But so there are the basic advantages. And yeah, it reduces travel time, but Cheryl is going to take her time, get on a plane, and come to Poland. So she's probably against online. And also disadvantages. If you are alone when you study online, but you are only alone if you do the tests. You are only alone if you just do the, I'm sorry, but the tests and the assignments. And what is not true, Tom? What is not true, Tom? Express yourself. What is not true? You are not sure. I'm never alone. I'm never alone because I am always with somebody in my soul, in my heart. When I read something, I'm with this person. When I question something, I'm with this person. But some people would say it's the being alone with no social connections. So let's forget about disadvantages, and I'm going to conclusions. And conclusion is, of course, obvious. Obvious. So there's nothing to talk about. It's obvious. So this is also my conclusion. Look at this picture. In this picture, students are using new technologies, right? All of them have computers in front of them and a big screen in front of them, but there is no connection between them. No connection. No. Look at my class. Here's my class. This is me. And my students are sitting like that. Bad manners, I know, but they are allowed to sit like this. And this is the computer lab, because we are discussing something. And this is a flipped classroom, because see, there are computers behind them. And if I ask some question, I would tell them, please Google it. Find the answer. I want your answer because I don't know the answer. You give me the answer. So they need to go, turn around, go to the computer. Who is the first? And this is what I love, because I'm just listening to them. And we should make a difference. This is what we should do. This is my Department on Foreign Languages, and these are my European Union students. We are after the Polish language classes, and we are going for some sightseeing Wrocław. And this is also, these are my methods. See, we are in the library, no computers whatsoever, and we just have to look for information in the books, And so, what do you think? Online, offline? Thank you very much for your patience, because these are all just the references. Nelly, can I go with my essential rules of Netiquette?
Yes, I think that's really important, Helena. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's learning, because we are people, and sometimes people forget that they're people. So because they think that they're online. So I think, yes, Helena, definitely this is important.
Okay. Yeah. I have always been interested in etiquette because I teach Polish etiquette during my Polish culture lectures, and I know it's very old-fashioned. to talk about it. And I need to be very tactful, and it's a delicate matter. So what can you do in a certain culture and what you can't do? So this is, I tried to make it just easy going, nothing serious in this presentation. But I think we should remember that this is important for online communication. And this is like, we ought to remember that we are humans. And there are some rules. Very often I would say to my students, just behave yourself. And this is a huge topic. Because sometimes if you don't know about the cultural, social rules, you just can't communicate. I put here some of the books that I found online, and these are the basic books. Of course, you could get them as e-books, and they just talk about this netiquette. This should be clickable, and I will show you. There's nothing new, of course, but the first rule: remember the human. And this is what I really want people to remember. We are humans, and we should respect each other. We should respect different points of view. We should be tolerant. And tolerance means to understand that people have different points of view, they think differently, they have different opinions, but we have to respect that. And and I like this expression. Imagine how you would feel if you were in the other person's shoes. And also stand up for yourself, but try not to hurt people's feelings. And this is, for me, very important. Understand. We need to understand why. If some people are rude, I always ask myself, why? There must be the reason that they are rude. And we have to be careful in cyberspace, because we never know who's going to talk to us. But we know that we have to understand. People are different, they come from different cultures, and cultural diversity is also to respect. Be kind, be specific, and helpful. This is what Nelly represents. And Nelly is a lady of good manners. And I'm so very happy, because Nelly would never hurt anybody. She always knows how to avoid the conflict, etc. So the rule 2, be ethical. What is ethical? Yeah, be ethical. Be ethical. And it's also a philosophical question. And Nancy would be the expert to tell us what being ethical means. And the funny expression here, it's breaking the law is bad, netiquette. Isn't it funny to write like that? The bad netiquette is breaking the law. I agree. But it's, okay, I will, only 5 minutes. I will go to the end. See, I got no time. There are some pieces of advice. be no, don't be lazy. Be a hard-working person. Do not be abusive. Be clear in your language. I'm not a non-native speaker, but I don't mind when people correct me because it is for my good. And stay on topic. It's very important. Stay on topic. Yeah. And the next book, Principles of Netiquette, and principles are principles. And if somebody wants to read this kind of book, I would recommend. What I want to show you, the last slide is last but not least. And I would like to draw attention to always try to be friendly. Always try to be helpful. Always try to be a good friend. And this is what I expect from people. Read a lot. Digital etiquette is netiquette. Why I'm talking about it? Because netiquette matters to me. Netiquette matters to me. And look at this one. Thank you for attention and good luck online. Thank you so very much. Questions, please? No questions. Because this was so obvious.
You're the one with the questions. Thank you, Helena.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much
so
for being for me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I love
See you soon.
listening to you. All right, so we're going to go to
Thank
Nancy.
you.
Nancy just left to go to her
Nancy,
session. So everyone, the next
yes.
session is with Nancy, and it's about,
Nancy.
you still here? It's about teaching as a way to learn.
Right.
Teach-
So Nancy.
All right,
Thank you very much again. Let's go to Nancy.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.